Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and you're getting the full frontal today. Don't normally do this, do I? But I'm behind the nice cymbidium, so you can't see too much of me. And yeah, you don't want to look at me, do you? You want to look at the orchids. But I just thought I'd bring you into the grow room today. It's absolutely throwing it down outside, and I've just put a homemade bolognese on, and I was just thinking earlier, as you do, because I grew up just after the war, and my parents were both, my dad was a cook and my mum was down London where the bombings were, and but we were brought up to learn how to cook, how to feed yourself. And the table always came first, so a loaf of bread went in the bread maker this morning. I've just made, like I say, this, we call it, spaghetti bolognese sauce, and that's on the top of the stove now, so I've got a few minutes spare, and here we go. Right, this is that No ID cymbidium. Can you see? Can you see those buds? And if I just lower the camera now and hope you can see what I'm showing you now, in as much as the pot. This is a glazed outer pot, but it's inside, except for the first ½ inch, which is the rim. It's just ceramic, and I'll turn it round. And I thought that was quite a good pot for it. I've left it intact. The old media I took off the top, I just placed on some orchid bark, which I started off with, and then I just backfilled. There's about ½ inch to 3/4 all the way round, and then I've just put some on the top. And all I've done with this now is, as I've just said, we've got quite torrential rain for 2 days, but this morning the rain was quite gentle, and so this went outside just for ½ an hour to enable the leaves to get some hydration. And I'm going to put that down here now, she says. Just hold on. Right. And now these are the plants that came a month ago. I don't know whether you're near enough there, whether you're going to see. Hopefully you will, and you're not just seeing me. And this is that Phalaenopsis, and this one's Hauer Gin Princess. And this was one that came in that sphagnum moss, and which I promptly removed, and it's sending that root down there now. We've got another nice root there, and I've put this in this open tight basket. It's got some lava rock there. Can you see the lava rock? And that leaf is very firm now, so I think I've had this about a month. And you probably won't see there, can you just, let's just have a look if you can see, but I'm sure you, trouble is, there, can you see that other root now, developing? So that's now, I class that now as accepting my environment, and now it's starting to grow. It's been fed and watered this week. That won't get fed and watered until, I'll show you another one, the the one that we had a fortnight ago. And that just sits in this nice little crystal container and just sits over here on the shelf. So I'm going to just bob that over there and then I will damage it. Right, next one. Okay, Cattleya labiata var cerulean. There we go. I never know because I'm there we go. And you see? And this one again came in sphagnum moss. And I now realise that if they're used to a certain media, then you mustn't change that media straight away. My Phalaenopsis Chia E. Yinlin, that's why that struggled, and I don't know whether it'll survive even now. So this one had this new leaf developing there, and that new leaf has grown. I've just attached this little stake here with the label on, with a little butterfly clip, can you see? Just to hold it a bit firmer. And whether you'll see now, let's have a look if you can see. And you see, oops, that new growth there. There, sorry. Just move that little leaf for you. There. There it is. Can you see? So, now this one, this has also been fed and watered. And this sphagnum moss, I call it just pliable, in the sense that when you touch it, you can just, it'll just move back a little bit. It's not crunchy. And because we've got rain this weekend, this won't get watered this weekend at all. So that's now adapted to my environment. And I will leave it in this sphagnum moss, probably during the winter. So I'm going to put that down there now. And this one, this ginormous one, here we go. And let's have a look at the label. Alicera samira, Renaissance, grandeur, fragrant. There's that new growth. Can you see the new leaf there in the centre? There we go. And so what can I say about this? The big leaf here. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let me just see if I can see. There. Can you see the big leaf? Can you see that other leaf coming out? And so what's my indicator for giving this water and feed? My indicator for this one is I look here. I look at the pot. And I look, can you see there now? Can you see the roots? And when I see those white like that, and it looks quite dry inside, this will get watered and fed. But it still has to dry out. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know whether you'll see down there because I don't know how to show you. Down there, from this growth here. There is a new root forming, and so that's an indicator to me now that this is fine. I mean, I have struggled with these in the past, but I'm not going to overwater it this winter because I think we were 72% humidity and we're 20.5, so that's doing fine. There's the big Hoya at the back of me, and that's Hoya Archboldiana. There we go. And this just hangs at the back here. I'll just lift it off. I don't think it's actually doing anything at the moment. And this is planted in that coconut chips, and it's quite dry now. So what I'll do with this, when I've done some watering, I'll bob this in the water, or just flush it through. I'm waiting for some signs that this is going to indicate it's actually starting to accept my environment. But so far, I won't show you it all because it's such a big one. And we'll put that back down here, it just hangs at the back. And this is the little one. Let's have a look. Don't know how I am for time. Is he talking away? This is the one that I cut off and just wrapped with a little bit of sphagnum moss. So let's just have a look, see whether we've got any roots. Actually, I don't know whether there's any roots. But the sphagnum moss seems quite adhered to that. So I'm going to leave that now. You see that? You see that by my thumb? I think that's a root. And you see that one there? I think that's a root. So I believe now, if I wrap that tight, now have you noticed this sphagnum moss, it's not wet. It's just damp, just pliable. If I was to squeeze this, nothing would come out of it. But it's still damp. And with my environment, that's all I need. I only need it damp. That's the wrong way around. So, and I put my little hook through there. And it goes. I clip that there. There we go. Put my little label in. And that just sits behind. Alright? Okay. Right, now, let's just clear this little bit of rubbish. And then, I'm not running out of time. Okay. Now this one here, I mounted this one. And this one gets watered every day. Can you see? And this is Phalaenopsis Corner Survey var Chatter Lady. And we've got one now. How do I show you that? Green root there. So, and we've got another root there. and we've got that one there. So I've taken the clip off the leaf, and it seems to be fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it either sinks or swims, and it's on this mount, this cork mount, so and it just sits over here. It's a shame that I damaged it, clipping it down there with some wire, but never mind, it's still okay. Now these, I'm bending down now, these are the 3 Phalaenopsis ones. Okay. This is Phalaenopsis violacea, indigo blue. Now, can you hear? Don't know whether you'll hear that above the fan. That now is bone dry. Look at that lovely leaf. You see? And there we go. You see all the way around. Everything's dry. So this will get fed and watered this weekend. And I've managed to put it in one of these little outer ones just to elevate it up. So there we are with this one. Can you see? That's adapted now. So I'm really chuffed with that. Okay, the next one. Phalaenopsis Yang Yang Geigen Cherry. Look at that one. And these have been sat on that bottom shelf for a fortnight now. And now this is like the Cattleya. There's still a little bit of pliability. Probably that's not a word, but you know what I mean. In that sphagnum moss. And when I look down there, I don't know whether I'll be able to show you. Whether you can see it, I'm not sure whether you can. Those roots are still green. There's some roots. Can you see the roots there? They're still green. So this will wait till Monday. And then it'll get fed and watered on Monday. That's now accepted my environment. This one. This is Phalaenopsis tetraspis purple. And we've just got that little bottom leaf there. Can you see it? And see this one is quite, well, it's not quite damp, but it's damp. Okay. That's that little inflorescence. And that's that other little inflorescence. The leaves. I think the leaves maybe are a little bit darker, but of course they're on that bottom shelf. I've not elevated them up yet because I want them to completely adjust to my environment. You see that our Gin Princess, I've put that on the shelf higher up. So I'm getting to the stage now where these can be lifted. So let's have a look. There's a green root there, whether you're able to see that. And so I think all in all, I'm at last beginning to understand the orchids and my environment, and it's taken me a long time. And if I put that back there now, this big phalaenopsis I'm just going to show you, have to be careful with this one because this is rather top heavy. This is this nice big one that I've actually rebloomed. Let me see it. And it's dropped one of his flowers, but I looked underneath there. And can you see? We've got an extension coming. So I'm absolutely thrilled to bits about that. Now I'm going to lift you back up. So I don't know whether you want to see my face, but what I'll do now, I'll try and detach the camera and I'll just take you into Keith's room. He's not there. And I'll just show you the garden when it's raining. So just hold on a minute. Right, so I'm in Keith's room, and now whether it'll let me zoom down, let's just see whether it will do. But as you can see, the garden is getting drenched, and we've got this now for 2 days. And it'll get worse, apparently. There we go. There we go. I don't know, there's something about rain. The only one who's liking it is Mr. Ali in the pond. There we go. Those are the Michaelmas daisies. Some of the aces. And this is this hosta bed. No, that isn't. This one where I'm showing you now. There we go. That's the hosta bed. Look. Take it out a little bit, and then you can see the extent. There we go. So that's it, folks, for this weekend. Now you take care, enjoy your orchids, and for those who live in warmer climates, Hameen Chowdhury, he's at Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh. He's a newcomer, wanting to set up a channel over there. So we, as experienced ones, like to give shout outs and to encourage them to grow orchids. We've all been a beginner once. So take care now. Bye bye.